Want me to start? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Carl. Yeah, I usually post on my actual main channel, Straw Hat Ninja, but there's not much videos there anyway. But nice to be here. I'm here with
Jimmy John of Anime Legends Podcast. And today we're gonna do actually a double review on Gangsta episodes 4 and 5.
yeah.
And Carl, what do you think of episode 4 of Gangsta?
To be honest, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Coming out of episode three, I thought it was the pacing. I would say temperature free. The pacing of episode three was so fierce that I thought that for episode four was actually going to slow it down, but it actually didn't, and that's kind of it did, but it didn't at the same time. Where I was kind of expecting it to be slow, and at the same time, I kind of liked it that it was slow. Slowly breaking down the characters and stuff like that was pretty cool to me personally. Like we get to know more about like Warwick and Nicholas, how Warwick has this like I guess secret ability, if you want to say. It was not really an ability, but he just able to remember stuff, photographic memory. And then we got to know a little bit about like Nicholas as and Warwick's history as children and stuff like that. And that was pretty cool. Then the story kicked it up a notch. I was, and that's where it kind of threw me for a loop a little bit because I know this is like a action oriented show, but at the same time, it's like sometimes even in action shows, the directors of the animators would slow down the pacing just for you to get a little more insight of the characters, especially given like the past episodes that we've been watching. So it was really crazy to see one this random little kid just coming slaughtering all these guys, and I was really my mind was being blown. I was getting excited. I was getting hyped, but at the same time, it came into my mind that you know all the past enemies that Nicholas fought in previous episodes were kind of they were cool in their own right, but they're kind of lackluster. They didn't do much. They were one note. They came and go. They came as fast as they went, and that was kind of dull. But this guy, Doug, like when Nicholas finally entered the scene and he showed off his dog tag to Nicholas, and he was a 02. I was like, oh man. Then when what's his name, Daniel? When Daniel lift up like I think he lifted up like $60 to $40 and was just like, all right guys, who you have your money on because they're equally matched, so it could be anyone. And that's when the episode closed. I had a good fanboy grin on my face. It was a good episode. It was a good episode.
Really enjoyed I really enjoyed episode 4 too because like you said it started slow, but it was more to build up on Nick and Warwick's character and their background. I also found out like it was kind of sad in a way for especially for Nick how like he was supposed to be a bodyguard for Warwick at a young age, and you also saw like he sometimes suffered abuse from his boss, and I found out sad. I also found it like kind of funny in a way how their both worlds clashed with each other at a young age, and I mean the ending of episode 3. I mean when Daniel said, "Hey, who you willing to bet on, Doug or Nick?" That was too funny. I was like, "Yo, this is about to go." I was seriously thinking he had to be joking, but when he literally whipped out his money and said, "Which one of you guys? Who you have? Who you want to win? And who you think is gonna die?" That was like the highlight of the episode. But I really did like the um the background story and even like the little fight and how it's gonna go into episode 5. And now for episode 5, it escalated for the fight between Doug and Nicholas. And in that episode, he found out like what the Celibers, that drug that Nick always takes, so like, that he always those pills that he takes.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are called Celibers. And if I found out in this episode that he takes them to numb the pain of whenever he goes into a fight with another Twilight. And in this case, he took a lot when he was fighting Doug because Doug was on the same level as him. So he took these Celibers in order to numb the pain. And then I found out Doug is part of a guild. This is not fairy tale, okay? He's part of this guild where they have
Oh,
twilights of each different rankings. So the head person called Paul Clean, she is the head, so she sends them out on different missions. And Doug went out of his own self reasons to go find Daniel's group, the Monroe family, and to wipe them out as well as Daniel. And what she does, she has this type of drug. When you take too much of the Celeber, they have this drug called a downer where you end up feeling pain now. It wears down your body and you end up feeling pain. So I'm guessing the Twilights in this series, due to their exceedingly abilities and how they're not like considered as the normal people, they have to take Celebers in order to, whenever they fight someone of a certain rank, they have to take the Celebers in order to numb any type of pain that they have, and then take the downer in order for them to feel the pain and then heal over. That's what I'm guessing. That's what the downers are for. And it was a really cool fight because the animation, there were some darts in the animation, especially in the action scene between Nick and Douglas. But it was the best action scene I've seen throughout this whole season. And they were just clashing and they jumping all over the place, people getting shot, and then he was about to kill Doug until Paul I forgot to mention there's another dog tag that works with Paul Clean. I may be butchering her name, and her name is Ginger. She's a tall redhead with glasses, and she's kind of, how you say, shy unless you try to hurt her boss. And that's when she, like, you see this very serious side of her. And overall, this episode was really good. You got even more background information on Warwick and Nick. And even Alex showed in this episode, she's still having the hallucinations that she had in last episode. And that's my thought on episode 5. Well, information wise. So whatever I said, Carl, what do you think?
well, I'm sorry, guys. I haven't actually watched episode 5, but from what Kimmy said, it's wow, it was crazy. Ginger sounds like a badass, and then you have this whole new concept. Like, cause I think I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I don't have a problem with if Nicholas is overpowered. If you want to say he's overpowered, I don't have a problem with it. But at the same time, it's like I'm kind of happy the author like implemented, a little, like a little handicap, if you will, where they have to take these drugs like after a battle. Like they can't. So say for instance, like a person even on Nicholas' stature wouldn't be able to fight Twilight back to back, no matter the level. He wouldn't be able to fight a Twilight, beat that Twilight, and be like, okay, I'm gonna fight another Twilight. He can't do that because it's literally like the stress of fighting any Twilight of any level is really painful on both parts. So it's like I really like that they implemented that, and the whole concept of the whole this drug, there's another drug that you take, but this one it actually deals you damage. It doesn't heal the damage that you take; it heals you. And I guess the way how it sounds, like how you explained it, I guess it's kind of like the Shizuo thing from Durarara, where like you'll get the damage, then after that damage is healed, you'll get stronger from it. So that's pretty cool. I think I actually have to watch episode 5 myself, but I like what you said.
When they take the downer, it's like, okay, you take the Celeber, is to numb the pain, and the downer is to make that pain, you start feeling pain now. You start feeling the side effects of whatever you were doing, like the fight that you were doing. You start feeling the side effects of that now. So it makes you all drowsy and everything. So there's like 2 drugs that the Twilights end up using, the Celebers and the downers. And I think that will be a big thing, more relevant in later episodes if we start seeing more Twilights coming into the series. I think that's a big revelation. Overall, I really liked episode 5. You need to see episode 5, Carl, because it was really good. The action was really good, and it was funny because they still were doing the bet but he walked away and he had to leave. But it was a really good episode. So, and also at the ending, Alex has gone missing.
Which you want?
So,
Do you have any theories about that?
hmm?
You have any theories about like where Alex went to? Because she
Well,
was interested in like paradise and stuff.
I think because due to her coming out of prostitution, she's now having hallucinations of her old boss that she shot his dead body, and she keeps having hallucination of his dead body everywhere. So I'm thinking, I could be wrong. I'm thinking she's going back to the place that she used to work out in order to confront this hallucination, or somebody's trying to lure her out that used to work with, what's his name, Barry, her old boss Barry. They're trying to lure her out in order to lure out the Benria, and I think it's either one of those two. She's going back there, or somebody's actually trying to lure her out in order to lure out Warwick and Nicholas. So I think that's what's happening for
So
her
you
going
think
missing.
her is like a drug or something like that? That's why Alex is seeing like her boss, like someone drug.
No, I think she's so traumatized from her own work from Barry that she's seeing hallucinations of his body, because in episode 5 it was raining so hard, and then she saw a guy with an umbrella, and when the umbrella lifted up, she saw Barry's dead body talking to her. She saw the bloody Barry talking to her, and then she's collapsing, and then she's breathing hard, she's hyperventilating, and then by the end of the episode, when the phone inside their apartment is ringing, no one is there to answer, and it ends off with her missing, and nobody knows where she is. So like I said, I'm guessing she went back to her old workplace in order to confront what is happening, or someone is using her as bait in order to lure out Warwick and Nick. That's my two guesses right now for what's gonna happen in the next episode.
Well, like, are they worried about her right now? Like, is Warwick
They don't they don't
sticking
know
around?
that they don't know she's there, because when the fight was finished, Warwick took Doug and Nick to go to the Dr. Theo's little clinic, and they were trying to call her, but nobody answered, so they didn't show them worrying or anything. So they don't know anything that's happened to Alex right now.
Doug, Doug is at the hospital with Nick. Oh, is he gonna
Yeah,
join the
Doug
team?
is there too. Warwick took up Doug and Nick to Dr. Theo to go get treatment.
Oh, you think Doug is gonna join the team? Oh, if that happens,
I
yes.
don't know. Probably he might. He might have. I know he's gonna have a sort of feeling towards, especially Nick. I know he's gonna have some type of feeling, but I doubt he's gonna join them. He's part of a guild.
He should. I want him to. I want him to now. Because you don't
I
have, Warwick picking kids up and be like, yeah, I'm gonna treat you even though I know you're evil. Like, I want him to join now. But if he
yeah,
doesn't, it's okay too. It's not bad.
but probably he might work with them in the future every now and then, like when they do odd jobs or something. He might work with them. I have a feeling he might.
I hope so. 'Cause that would be so cool. Like, Nick,
But that
Doug.
would be so weird though if you really think about it. It's two eight zeros, and then you have Warwick and him. Like the job will be too easy by then. It's already bad enough with Nick.
Yeah, true, true,
It'll be bad enough.
true. It'll be like, what job can't they do now?
Exactly. It's like every job is too easy. Like, what's the point of doing these jobs?
Exactly.
But
Like, hey, Doug, you get this one. I get this one next time. Yeah, you go sleep, Nicholas. Something like that.
you
Man,
don't even need Warwick. I feel bad for him though,
that would be
honestly.
another issue though. It would be too boring for them because Nicholas, you kind of see it in his face. He gets like a sick thrill out of fighting. But if he had
Yeah,
Doug on his side, he'd be like, what's the point
it was
anymore?
just like, those these guys, these low ranks. I mean, even see Doug, he disrespected the other guy that was a D rank. He's like,
Yeah.
you're not even
Oh,
worth the Delcio. He disrespected him. He's not even on his level. So Yeah, I wouldn't. I say they probably might work together in the future, but they won't be like literally partners. Probably when they do need help, like say like Nick isn't in action, then Doug can come in, or any other Twilight that they so much as get associated with. That's my feeling.
Hold on, but before we continue anything, guys on YouTube, I personally like reading the YouTube comment section, and please do not spoil anything.
Oh
Please. I mean, I am only watching the anime. For you manga cats, it's cool that you really probably really want to tell me and Kimmy, oh, this happens in the future, that happens in the future. That's fine. But please don't spoil it. I'm having fun with the series. I want to be surprised while I'm watching it. Please don't spoil it.
please don't spoil out that we're begging you so much.
Yeah,
Don't spoil. I'll read the manga after the series is done. I hope they have a
I'll
season.
read it after.
I want a season two. A season two of this series, like next year, spring or summer. Season two of Gangsta. I want another season. This deserves a second season.
Hold up. Do Gangster have a 12 episode run or a 24 episode run?
It's 12 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because before you know it, then it's fall season. I have to start showing fall show series. So unfortunately, we're getting 12 episodes of Gangsta this year. Hopefully next year we get a season two. I hope we get season for that.
Yes, it's the Gangster is good. Plus, I don't want Gangster to leave off on one of those. Okay, guys, the anime's over, so we're forcing you to read the manga. Don't do that shit. I hate that.
I still will probably read the manga even if they did that. I want to see where it's left off. But yeah, 12 episodes. That's sure. We have like 7 more weeks. And oh, for anybody that's watching Gangsta, it won't be coming out on Wednesdays anymore. It's gonna come out on Sundays. I don't know the exact time and when people will translate it, but it's coming out on Sundays from now on. So don't even bother checking on Wednesdays.
Nah, I think this is. I think nah, this is gonna sound really weird, but it's like a myth. But for me personally, when it comes to seasonal shows, like the most enjoyable. I'm not saying they're the best shows in the world, but the most enjoyable shows always come out Sunday. Like Natsu no Taizai was Sunday, Akame ga Kill was Sunday, Dragon Ball Z is Sunday right now. Dragon Ball Z Kai is Sunday. Saturday, Sunday. Um, um, Sailor Moon was Monday. Then
Saturday, second Saturday.
Yeah,
Sailor Moon was every second Saturday.
So yeah, so that's like a little myth, but I could be completely wrong and paranoid and crazy as shit. But I just think that's the case.
It's like you end the whole week off with a nice show.
Yeah, like that's why I like animes on Sundays. Like I think they understand that. Like, okay, Sundays is just the time for you to just relax and watch an anime. It's just so relaxing. Yeah.
I think for me another day would be Wednesday. I like the middle, so everybody can just get a I could be Wednesday is a day. Yeah. I guess that's it for this review. We will still be doing our solo and every now and then a review.
Yes, we will be.
We will when we get together and get our stuff together better and our schedule. We will be doing a group video as well as our solo. You'll still be seeing solo videos from especially me and Carl. Carl, you will be doing your
By the way, guys, I'm the guy that do the gaming stuff.
Yeah, the gaming. So check out his Twitch account. Check him out on Twitch. And if you want to, you can check me out on Tumblr. I will be putting that in the description box below. And check out our Facebook and our Twitter. If you have any questions, access on our Twitter. If you want to join our Facebook, do that and we'll add you on our Facebook page. Check out our Tumblr as well if you want to see any pictures or you want to send us something, a little message. And check out my Tumblr too.
Put all the links in the description.
In the description box below. Also, please leave us a like, comment, no spoilers, please. No spoilers, and a subscribe will really help our channel out. And Yeah, that's it for today. This is Kimmy Chan of Legends podcast, and Carl, and
Oh,
later.
peace.